With the announcement of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Pokemon fans around the world are rejoicing and saying crazy like, these games made me pregnant, or these games were the only things that made me happy during my parents' divorce. Because of the influx of new Pokemon fans that came with Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl have a level of hype that transcends even the most die-hard Gen 1ers. While a lot of professional reviewers put Sinnoh at the bottom of their wait, you're gonna put X and Y and Sword and Shield at second and third, and Black and White last? Obviously, these professionals don't know what they're talking about because this looks like signs of early dementia to me. So if the professionals can't be trusted, it's up to me, a guy with 700 subs, to get to the bottom of the most critical question in the history of Pokemon. Is Diamond and Pearl actually good, or was it all nostalgia? To do this, I'm breaking the game down into the three most important parts: the Pokemon, the story, and how challenging it is. I won't be going into the mini games and some of the other weird stuff because to me that's not really important and it's not what I come to play Pokemon for. I also made a video on the soundtrack alone, so after all the intense research I've conducted and the genocide of 1,000 Bidoof, I've finally found the answer. Do these games deserve the countless amount of hours I put in as a kid, or should I maybe have gone outside and made some friends or something? Hey, look at this old computer. Doesn't this make you nostalgic for the good old days, like the release of Pokemon in 2007 or the housing crash of 2008 where me and my parents had to live under a bridge? If so, you should like and subscribe because it really helps me out. And, you know, like I'm living in a fucking shed, so, you know, please. I love all three starters from this game, and any one of them could be my favorite. Empoleon has the coolest type combination, Torterra is the lion turtle from Avatar, and Infernape? We all love Infernape. Chimchar's the cutest thing known to man, and Infernape is a monkey with fire coming out of his head. Although it's kind of annoying that the layout of the game makes Infernape the monkey version of nuclear warfare on the Sinnoh region. When I was younger, I would solo Infernape because you can basically beat every major battle in the game with just the Kung Fu Fire Monkey. The biggest addition to the Pokedex in Gen 4 was giving a bunch of really boring Pokemon cool new evolutions, and a bunch of third evolutions to Pokemon that really needed them. The only problem being the coolest ones are all trade exclusives, and it's not like I don't have friends or anything, but you know, they're all just really busy at the moment. Sinnoh was the first region in the series to feature a massive snow area, and to celebrate that, they made a total of 6 new ice Pokemon, and made 1 trade only, made 2 the literal worst type combination known to man, 1 an evolution, and Frostlass. Yay! Fire types only have 1 viable option besides Infernape, and that's Rapidash, a Pokemon from Gen 1. Flareon's move selection and stat allocation is complete garbage, and do you really want to use a Pokemon that looks like this? Lips like this are only used for one thing, and one thing only, and I don't like it! The general lack of variety is made up for with Pokemon like Garchomp, Spiritomb, and Luxray, but it still doesn't fix the glaring issues in the roster. The legendaries are kind of a mixed bag too, with some being super cool and others being Manaphy. No one wanted this. Darkrai, Cresselia, Arceus, and the Creation Trio are all super unique designs, but you can't get Darkrai or Arceus without cheats, so they don't really count because they're literally not in the game. One thing I've always liked about Gen 4 is Dialga and Palkia's battle sprites. Groudon in Gen 3 looks the same size as a Charizard, but these two look as tall as buildings, which really makes them feel like legendary gods. So are the Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl actually good, or is it all nostalgia? There's definitely some really cool Pokemon, but most of the roster is just adding evolutions to older Pokemon, and the variety to choose from is pretty bad, so honestly, I'm going with nostalgia. Lopunny could definitely get my number though. Gen 4 is known for introducing a lot of fan-favourite characters. Cynthia's return for a bunch of tournaments and battle buses, Curtis chilling in this random house in Black and White is the leading cause of heart attack in Australia, and the worst jump scare from any video game ever. Luca was always super funny, and that was in Platinum. Oh, okay. Cyrus is actually one of the most threatening and compelling villains the series has ever seen. Most villains either feel over the top or just kind of boring, while Cyrus is taken seriously, and that final battle in the Distortion world, dude, wrong game, Platinum. Damn, serious? Cyrus may be a madman, but I tell you what, I believe every word that man says. He may want to destroy the world in a doomsday event with time and space gods, but he says it with conviction. And that's all that matters. Professor Rowan does the job, if the job was to put me to sleep. And lastly, we come to Barry, the loudmouthed, constantly stomping pain in my heart. As far as rivals go, Barry sucks. His team's not super weak or anything, but I don't think the game loses anything by replacing him. He doesn't have a deep backstory story or even add anything to the game. Other rivals are pivotal parts of the story, while Barry's kinda just happy to be there. While there are definitely a few interesting characters, there are so many forgettable gym leaders, boring Elite Four members, and painful extras that make the majority of encounters in this game not that great. The pacing of the game is all over the place. While having a great start, it drags on for way too long, with you going back and forth between the same three towns. The Valley Windworks bit is super fun, and then there's this weird bit around the middle, the water gym I never really cared for. Then a raid on the Team Galactic HQ, which is super fun with hard battles, and then the legendary counter. Then you're back to trudging through the snow thinking, I can't see shit. This isn't as bad in Platinum, but in Diamond and Pearl, everything is slow to a crawl because of the slow ass animations. It takes 17 seconds to even start a basic fight with a wild Pokemon. I'm dying. I just want to play the game. In terms of legendaries, the Creation Trio are super cool, and it fits the heightened stakes of the story with them being the literal creators of the universe. But it's kind of fucked up they did my boy Giratina like that. He didn't deserve the Shadow Realm, man. I like the guy that puts you in never-ending nightmares. He sounds pretty tight. Also, it's sweet how Cresselia and Darkrai are linked in the lore and story, with the only reason you go to Cresselia Island is to stop Darkrai from comatose its poor kid. So is the story in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl any good? There's a lot of really cool moments, but without Looker and the Distortion world, it's passable, but doesn't stand out and just leaves me wanting more. There's enough there to enjoy though, so it's good, just not as good as Platinum. So many Pokemon games these days are made for baby gamers who get spoon-fed by their mummy wummies. So how does Pokemon Diamond and Pearl stack up? There's two things I hate in Pokemon games: caves and surfing. Both one continuous patch of grass with the most annoying Pokemon you can never run away from. Caves are sucky, confusing, and way too long. Sinnoh has like 3 cave areas, which I guess are only like 2, but still they suck. The water areas are luckily kind of slow, but the surfing animations, oh my god, it's so bad. The snow area is cool, but again, the hail animations make the fights 10 times longer. I'm losing my mind. In terms of battles, Platinum is a hard game, but Diamond and Pearl, it's like going back to preschool and doing your 5 times tables. 5 times 5 equals 10. Really, like the game has all the same characters, but most of them have bad movesets, low levels, or just a weird variety of Pokemon. Cynthia's team is challenging, but it's got a Gastrodon, which has 2 typings already covered by other Pokemon, and makes a grass Pokemon pretty OP in this fight. While Platinum swaps the Gastrodon for a flying type, which covers the grass weakness. It's still challenging, but this is kind of the thing about Diamond and Pearl. It's good, but Platinum's just so much better. Diamond and Pearl don't have the Distortion World or Battle Frontier either. The Distortion World being the most unique part of Gen 4, and the Battle Frontier being where I spent the majority of my time in this game, because of the massive amount of different fights and actually challenging opponents. Diamond and Pearl has 1 Battle Tower, while Platinum has 5. Gen 4 was a really good base for something later to build upon, but unfortunately, it's just that. An awkward starting point that feels empty when compared to its older brother. Diamond and Pearl has its moments though, and the soundtrack is still one of the best in gaming ever. Again, I kinda made a whole video on it. After making this video though, I kinda just wish they remade Platinum. Platinum is amazing and still fun to this day, but without all the extra content, better variety of Pokemon, and actual challenge, Diamond and Pearl's just not that great. The hype for Diamond and Pearl falls flat, and unfortunately, Diamond and Pearl was all nostalgia, baby.